All right, let's go. I guess no one's here. Everyone's busy on a Saturday night. Sure. Let's turn the camera on and turn this off. Hi, it's Anusha. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a live video that no one's here for, but that's okay because I'm going to talk anyway. I have prepared a bunch of stuff that I'm going to leave on my YouTube channel for you to watch. Um, yeah, not boding well for the single release, but whatever. So this is the list that I've got ready for today. So I'm going to check in, but again, no one's here to check in with, so I'm going to check in with myself. And then number 2, we've got AI, liberalism, and organizing. And we're going to talk about that ridiculous AI protest album that don't chat to me, I swear to God. Um, is it worse than the black squares? Who knows? We're not going to take a break because, again, there's no one here to take a break with. And then number 4, we're going to talk about new music. I won't preview it, but I will show you the shit that I've got planned for March. Yeah, okay. So I guess we'll check in, see how we're doing. Um, Checking in. Today's been a very shit day. This week has been a very shit week. This month has been a very shit month. But it is the 1st of March. It's also Ramadan, so happy Ramadan. Ramadan Kareem to all of you. Um, it is also new music season. I'm also finishing things. I'm also got guitar lessons happening. So as much as this month has been quite terrible, um, with hospital admin, medical admin, GP admin, the GP's telling me that I only have 15 to 30 minutes to call for a GP appointment, is ridiculous. But alas, we move. At the end of the day, there's only so much I can do, Like, I'm in this mood where, like, this weekend I am just focusing on myself, but I've also got a lot of things I need to get done. Like, there's a lot of things I need to sort out, but I'm just going to focus on as much self-care as I can so I can persevere is the plan. But yeah, that's it. That's my month in a nutshell. Um I've had a lot of testing times this month, sort of, not really. I mean it in the sense that, like, this month has just been a lot of figuring out, a lot of baby steps, a lot of trying to, standing on unstable ground sort of thing. But I feel like I know where I'm at. So that's Anusha checked in with. Check in the comments if you're watching this after, and let me know how you are. But beyond that, we are gonna get into some bullshit like we always do. Because Anusha likes being a hater, and being a hater is a fun thing to do. So number 2 on our list is AI and liberalism. So AI, if you haven't heard, if you've been living under a rock, is rampant. It is everywhere. I am of the opinion that generative AI, AI that involves slavery, the AI that involves, exploitation of artists and things like that, should be eradicated. I think a lot of people have a very peculiar stance on AI. They have this thing where they say that, oh, we have to live with it because it's here. And I think a lot of them are mistaking generative AI and AI like that is a system that has been coded and that has been used to help people out. And even that AI has problems, but that AI involves a lot less exploitation and a lot less environmental bullshit than generative AI does. I know that one person whose name will not be named did come at me because I did mention about using AI, not generative AI, but the AI used for DaVinci Resolve to do subtitling, for example. And I said to them, like, I cannot afford subtitling, and I don't have the energy or the recourse to have that, so I do it myself. And it turned into a very much like, well, you are just exploitative, blah blah blah, and it was just a whole conversation. And I think that a lot of people are getting it confused, and I think a lot of people have their feelings in different places. So I think that's why people are like sort of like, well, it's everywhere. It's always been around. Blah 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 blah. But no, this new sort of AI, this sort of AI that is infect. And when I say infecting, I mean it is sort of involved in aspects where it should not be involved in, like medicine. If AI cannot figure out who a person is, and it takes a couple of tries, why are we using it for operations, please? Why are we using AI for fuck deportations, they shouldn't exist. But why are we using AI for deportation information? Why are we using AI for policing? Why are we using AI for, like I said, mental health, schooling? Why is that a thing? If it has been proven to be inaccurate, why is it being used? Anyway, unfortunately, it is everywhere, and I think it should be eradicated. And I know I'm not wrong because I'm very rarely wrong. But yeah, I think the issue with AI, and I think it's a bigger issue with organizing overall, is that people people's liberalism is the reason why the argument of AI and not using it fails. Because you're arguing that we shouldn't use AI, right? You're arguing it's like, okay, we shouldn't use AI. But you're sort of like okay with it being here in certain circumstances, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Your lack of consistency and your lack of like integrity is the reason why AI exists the way it does. And I think that is something that people need to contend with. For example, there is a album that is on Spotify, I believe, and 1,000 artists, a lot of mainstream artists like Kate Bush. I want to say Kate Nash, but I might be wrong. Damon Albarn and a bunch of other people have used this silent album to show that the dangers of AI, and how that they want to protest against the use of it. However, there's a couple of issues with that. One, does it focus on the majority of people who are going to be fucked over by it the most? No. The organizer's a bit shit, innit? Two, does it focus on the people who, want more education about AI and the reasons behind it and want to read up more? No. It's a silent album. Try again. Why is it focused on just mainstream artists? What is their stance? I should know that from the very get go. And you would think mainstream artists have like PR and marketing money and things like that. You would think that they would inform them lot and be like, hey, could you do some marketing for us for this protest? So that people know what's going on. You lot are not very good at this. And I think the thing that frustrates me is that what I see happening is people are going to go, oh, well, we tried that. I guess it's here to stay. The government said it's allowed. So, yeah, technology moves forward. I guess we'll have to learn to live with it. No, we do not have to learn to live with it. There is no middle ground with this. And that is the issue with liberalism and sort of like organizing as a whole, is that everyone wants the middle ground. Everybody wants the, okay, well, I guess both sides are whatever. Whenever you hear both sides, you're fucked. Because that's how you get people like Nigel Farage, and that's how you get people like Keir Starmer. It's like, well, yes, he does deport a lot of people, but he's not Rishi Sunak. So you know what? I guess I'll vote for him. And now look, as long as you're not suffering, right? That is the issue with liberalism, and that is the issue with organising. And it really fucking frustrates me. But ultimately, like, I think us underground artists, us poor artists, need to have a stronger stance on this, because we are the ones that are going to get fucked over. Our art is the one that is going to be used, and our art is the one that we are not going to have any recourse over, because who's paying for all these lawyers and shit? So unfortunately, it's something that really frustrates me. I hate the sort of organizing space when it comes to this. Because a lot of people, and this is a little bit of a tangent, but a lot of people in the organizing space just want they just want the social capital that comes with it. A lot of people in the organizing space just want the social capital that comes with organizing. And I think, and it's something that I've experienced personally, that is so short sighted. And unfortunately, that is the thing that is going to get us hurt and maimed. In all seriousness, when you have people who are just trying to sort of virtue signal is the word I'm looking for. If you get people who are trying to virtue signal, saying like, I'm a good person, I think that this and this and that, sure, but what in your practice shows me that you believe in, like, the safety of people, you believe in the protection of people? Because I mean, you could even go down a deeper route of like, what is good in the context of white supremacy? You know, are you talking about good in the liberal sense, or are you talking about good in the anti-capitalist sense? Show me who you are, But unfortunately, I think a lot of people just want social capital and the liberal good rather than the actual good and the physical good. But yeah. Anyway, on to the next one. Speaking of which, speaking of those people who just want capital and a good time, I have a song called Scapegoats, and Scapegoats is a song about people who are willing to discard their comrades, willing to discard their community, willing to discard people around them in order to have a good time, i.e., the phrase of like, let them eat cake, let them have a good time, that sort of thing. And Scapegoats was a lot of fun to make, and someone so ever so kindly asked to do a remix of my song called Scapegoats, and I'm going to work you through the sort of meaning behind it and the cover ups. So here we are. Let's take you off. Right, so this is the Scapegoat remix. This is not the official lettering, whatever, just yet, but that is TBC, or the TBA, whatever one you want to use. But yeah, Scapegoats remix. Let's go. So, this is the initial inspiration. So, when I got the song back from PB, Pissy Navel, I was very, very like inspired by the idea of like enjoying things whilst they rot, enjoying things whilst they are burning, like kind of dancing in a burning house. So I was looking online and I found these pictures by three pictures by one person. Apologies. I do not know who this person is. I could not fucking tell you who this person is. I wish I knew who this person was, but I don't. They are on Little Red Book, so if you see them, say hello from Anusha. But this was the initial inspiration because I love the idea of like enjoying life and, sort of looking a certain way, looking desirable whilst the world is burning around you. So that is the theme. That is the concept we are coming with. And I went on my Pinterest. Follow me on Pinterest. There are not many Anushas on Pinterest, so you will find me there. So these are the inspirations. Some you may know, some you might not know. One is Creepyana. Creepyana has designed for people like Doja Cat. I'd have no idea who else Creepyana designed for, but they're a bat. They are one of my favorite designers. I really enjoy their work. I love the sort of BDSM, sort of kink, sort of It's almost like kink, like soft kink. Like it. There's a sort of like demure to it, you know. And I really enjoy like the looks that Cripiana um puts together, and I've been following them for years at this point. So yeah, they were an obvious inspiration when I started looking for things. Um, there's this other artist who I wish I got the pronunciation of this. I'm gonna try. I think it's Zano Zalao. I think Zahao. Hold on. Let's try this because I want to get the pronunciation right. You know, let me just type this into my phone because this is what your phone is good for. Give me 30 seconds because no one's here. It doesn't matter. Where's my translate app? Let's get this right. Because Anusha, I don't like it when people are like, I'm not going to try. I'm going to butcher this. No, I'm going to try. Like, Anusha's going to try, okay? So I think this is Chinese. Zhao Shaoli. That was close. Zhao Shaoli. There you go. Look at that. That was long. Okay, pause. Pause is over. Zhao Shaoli. They are a painter based in China, and they are just amazing. Like, I think is someone they're someone who like kind of is unconventional, and that is someone I always am attracted to. Someone who kind of takes the boundaries. But even when I was watching them paint, it was just so passionate and so beautiful. Um, so yeah, someone you should check out. They're on Instagram. They're very very cool. The next one is Flow, from specifically from their Czech video. They are very very cool. I do love Flow. Um, the whole thing was quite like girly. It was very like princess esque, and that was sort of the more of the theme of like the set design. Not necessarily the. Actually, that's a lie. I did was inspired by Renee's skirt, which is who's the black girl on the right. You can see her there. Um, so yeah, I was very inspired by their dress sense, but I was more inspired by the set design. So yeah, this is Flo. Check out their video called Check Ha. And the last one, and I think this fully, fully um cemented the theme of what I was going for, because I wanted to get the era right, if that makes any sense, because I know what I was looking for, but I didn't have a starting point. I had obviously the pictures I've just shown you, but that could be anything, like pretty pink stuff with a statue and some pearls doesn't really get you far. But then I thought, okay, so what's the theme here? And obviously the theme is the title of this video, Let Them Eat Cake. So where does that come from? Well, it starts from Louis the 14th, I believe. And Marie Antoinette is usually the starting point where during the revolution, like a lot of their style was sort of romanticized now, but this was truly hated because there was a revolution. Um so yeah, and I thought, okay, why don't I cosplay as the sort of person who is we're essentially threatening the people that will essentially quote unquote slaughtering, so to speak. So I thought, okay, let's give that a go. And then I came across this brand, and they are very like, what's the word? Eccentric. They are very bold, which is like usually a lot of brands tend to be quite, again, demure, very like, like very held back. A lot of things are beige. A lot of things are slim. This is out there and open, and yeah, like I said, bold. And I was really impressed. And they're called Veronica de la Canal. Um, again, someone you can very much Google online. And this particular picture is from a particular this picture is from a particular fashion show, and it's called Poppy Desiree. Wow, we are testing Anusha's like international skills today, and I am failing. I only got a C in French, but that is beside the point. Anyway, drum roll please. Big reveal. This is the Scapegoats remix picture that I came up with. Um, I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it. Uh, it is gonna come out at the end of March, and yeah, I took a lot of inspiration from the pictures you've just seen. Oh, I forgot to say that the last picture, poupée désirée is the desired, translates into the desired doll, and I thought that was perfect. That was perfect for this, because this is what I wanted to convey in the song. Um, like if you look at the picture here, I'm dressed pretty, I'm in a similar skirt to Renee, and I've got my corset, which, if you know, this corset is from a photo shoot I did in 2021. And look how far I've come. Before I was just against the white wall, and now look, I've got like set designs and everything. I obviously went with the pearls, so that's kind of from Creepiana. I got this new earrings, and they're I think they're lilies, which lilies are usually a sign of death, and so that is why I chose to do the lilies. I have ribbons in my hair because I thought they looked pretty. I have ribbons in my hair. I have ribbons across the set as well. And I have a sword, and that goes down to sort of the Marie Antoinette, sort of the French Revolution sort of era. Marie Antoinette wasn't even French, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Um, you have that sort of era, and so I thought, okay, let's have a little sword ting. But the sword, in a way, is digging into me. You can't really see it because I didn't want it to get copyrighted, but it's digging into me, and I'm in pain, but I'm still trying to be desirable. I'm still trying to enjoy the party, the desired doll. I'm still trying to be the idol. And that is what I wanted to convey in this photo. I mean, it's a little thing that's going to be on Spotify, so it's not, you're not going to get all of that from like one look. But yeah, that is kind of what I really do love thinking about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And I think I'll explain more on the next slides. So let's have a look. So this is just the colour scheme. This is the first time I've really thought about colour scheming in particular, because I think if I went for any harsher colours, it would clash. Like I said, I think I wanted it to be colourful. I wanted the colours to make sense. I didn't want it to be beige, and I didn't want it to be plain, but I did want it to stand out. But I didn't want to stand out too much, if that makes any sense. Because like there's a concept, and I would wish I knew the name of it, where a lot of people choose faded colours because to stand out is like and the antithesis of right wing stuff. So this is me sort of keeping it cool, keeping it clean, keeping it whatever. So yeah, this is the colour scheme that I've got. And like I said, these are the themes. You've got Rococo, which is Georgian fashion with a twist. You've got this sort of bohemian styling-ish, a little bit maximalist, like with the ribbons and the pearls everywhere. And I'm all, like I said, the desired doll, all dolled up. You can't really see it in this photo, so this is unedited. But in the background, the wallpaper's actually burnt. And I did that on the porch that I've got in my house. And when I tell you, I look like a poo. I look like the estate, ableist language here, but I did look like the estate madwoman just burning wallpaper. Like, and I did it really late at night. I did it at like 1 in the morning, I believe, because I didn't want to cause a hassle. I didn't want to cause a fuss. And I know what the police are like. But at the same time, I needed to get it done, right? So there's me burning stuff, and like these builders come past, and they're like, "What the fuck is going?" And like, they obviously are looking over, and I'm just looking. I've got my mask on because we don't play those games. But I've got my mask on. I'm in a fur coat for some fucking reason, um, whilst I'm holding a flame because that's smart, and I'm just like looking at them staring back, just burning wallpaper. So what a peculiar thing. Anyway, so that is the Scapegoats remix. It will be out whenever. Probably end of March. I just need to set everything up, and unfortunately, a lot of these releases take a while to do because you kind of gotta be like, oh my god, could you like um release my song, like, you know, not release my song, but also like play my song, please. And a lot of it is pay to play. A lot of it is you have to spend money for people to listen to your song, and that's not even if they like it. Um, and so I think this time it sucks because I wish that it was more organic. But unfortunately, Spotify is a lot of pay to play, and it's in the hundreds at this point. Whereas the way that I do it, I use something called Groover, and it is about a tenner to get 5 people to listen, roughly. And you know, so if I say want to get like 25 people to listen, it's like 50 quid, which again is a lot of money. But if I spread it out and, you know, choose my money wisely, I should be alright. I just don't want to get to the point where I'm not eating again, just trying to get people to listen to my music, sort of thing. So yeah, that is the Scapegoats remix. Check it out when it comes out very soon. Like I said, no one's here, and that's okay. I like talking to myself. It's all good, and hopefully you can join the next one. Uh, I'm gonna try and do these bi-weekly, and I like this format of having a slideshow so I can just chill in my room. Uh, yeah. So hopefully I'll see you on the next one. We can have a bit more of a lively discussion about what is going on. Make sure you check out the links in the description. There are GoFundMe's there. Make sure you check out my music, because my music is being streamed, which is actually quite fun. So yeah, make sure you check out Scapegoats and that. And